Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are going to be discussing Ninjago set number 71791, Zane's Dragon Power Spinjitzu race car. This is a brand new Ninjago set for the summer of 2023, retailing for about $34.99 and containing 307 pieces. The main build of this set is Zane's race car, and right off the bat, I was not really expecting much from this set, but I'm happy to say this is kind of a pleasant surprise. I think the race car goes together really well, and you also get some Imperium guys to fight as well, making this a nice little playset for Ninjago fans of the younger variety. It also has some collectible value as well, making it kind of a must-buy for everybody, and like I said, I was honestly super surprised by this set. My goal for this video is to simply give my thoughts on this set as honestly and openly as possible, and this is not trying to be a professional LEGO review. I just want to give my thoughts on this set really quick, so without further ado, let's get to it. First off, the box. Here's the front, and here's the back. Cool. So, starting things off with minifigures, here we have Zane in his Ninjago Dragons Rising outfit, and I think for the most part, he looks pretty cool this time around. Like I mentioned in my breakdown video where I talk about all of the Ninja minifigures for Dragons Rising, I think Zane looks pretty good. Nice use of white, gray, and light blue. Maybe a little bit too much light blue for some people out there, but I think it's fine. I like the detailing on the costume as well, and he does have a couple of faces. He does have this face right here, kind of like your standard Zane face. This one, though, the masked up version is a little bit more angry, so if that's your go-to, that's your go-to. Either way, the face doesn't look too bad for Zane. I like this minifigure quite a bit. Again, some folks might have an issue with some of the coloring on this guy, but I think Zane, for the most part, for Dragons Rising, looks pretty good. You also do get Cole in this set, Dragons Rising Cole, and this guy is also very cool. What you would expect for Cole: black, orange, gold, gray, you know, the standard Cole color scheme. He also comes with 2 golden katanas, so that's pretty cool. You do get a couple of spares in this set as well, but overall, like Zane, Cole here isn't too bad. I like his design quite a bit as well. Definitely not my favorite Dragons Rising ninja overall, but Cole is my favorite ninja in general, and this is a very nice Cole to add to my Cole collection. I'm still not a fan of the mask on this guy, the visor thing. Why did they choose red rocks instead of orange rocks? Just kind of throws off the entire color scheme for me, but I like to display him like this with no mask, so I guess that is an option as well. It just makes the figure look a little bit more complete and consistent. You also do get a couple of Imperium guys in this set. The first one is the Imperium Claw Hunter. Very nice gold coloring on this guy too. He also comes with one of those excellent new sword pieces that I just love so much. I still want to get a whole bunch of those swords and make like a whole army with those swords. I just love that sword piece a lot, actually. I also don't mind how this guy looks either. He has that awesome new helmet, the kind of like bug insect looking helmet. Love that a lot too. The face is a little bit too, you know, it's kind of faceless. Same deal on the other side. That's really my only big issue with these Imperium dudes. Sometimes the faces are kind of unrecognizable, but you know, this guy's not too bad just for like a generic foot soldier. I think he's pretty cool. I really like that sword especially. Last and most definitely least, we have the Imperium Claw Commander here, which is just another Imperium guy that you get in this set. I'm not a huge fan of this guy though, and I think it has all to do with his weird helmet. I'm not a huge fan of that helmet piece. It's kind of like a bucket almost on top of his head. Very, very awkward. It also doesn't really sit very well. It's very loose. At least on mine, it's super loose. It rotates around super easily, I guess, but it also falls off just as easily. I do like that face though. Really cool face on this guy specifically. I just don't like his helmet, but I do like his colors overall. Again, more black than gold, but all the Imperium guys have a pretty consistent and pretty awesome color scheme. I'm also not the biggest fan of this guy's weapon. He kind of just has like this buildable staff thing. The swords are a lot cooler. The Imperium side of this set also comes with a couple of other accessories, I guess. You do have this thing, which is kind of just like a little Imperium drone, I guess. Kind of just floats there, and you can adjust these blade pieces if you want. Again, it's just more cannon fodder. Nothing really to this guy. You also get these two things, which are identical. These are just kind of little platforms for the rest of the Imperium dudes, so you can stand one Imperium guy on this one, and if you have more than one, which you should if you have this set, then you have another one here, and these things do spin, kind of. Not the best in terms of spinning quality, but you can spin those a little bit if you want. And like I said, like this little drone dude, these guys are just kind of cannon fodder, just obstacles for Zane's car to run into if you want, or just, again, little hoverboard things for your Imperium army if you are indeed building one. So moving on to the actual Dragon Power Spinjitzu race car itself, as you can see, this is kind of what we have here, just kind of a flat, low to the ground, well, not low profile, but low to the ground car for Zane. There is indeed a cockpit in there, very nice seat where you can kind of just slide Zane in. He uses a game controller there as kind of like a control stick, I guess, but you can slide him in there. He fits in there rather nice. No windscreen on this car. Kind of wish they would have had like a windscreen or kind of like a canopy or something, but that's, you know, that's kind of just a minor nitpick. Overall, this car, like I said, very cool in terms of its shaping, and yeah, just doing a full 360 here. Not a bad looking car at all. A couple of stickers used, sticker right there, sticker on the hood, couple of stickers back here for the spoiler, and I'm assuming this is something back here. Not sure if that's the engine, but you know, there is a sticker on there as well. So very, very stickered up, but I think that only adds to the detail. Speaking of which, I love that sticker right at the front. I think that look is really awesome for this car in general. Love that giant sticker there. You can flip up the hood to reveal, again, what I'm assuming is the engine. That's also a sticker used there. Very nice sticker in general. So I feel like that's also where it gets its power from. As you can see, we do have some ice energy kind of dispersing from the hood, maybe even from under the hood. So I think that's a nice touch. Again, just attention to detail. I like the bumper as well. Very nicely constructed with some swords there. Yeah, overall, very good shaping on this car. I was kind of surprised with how well this car is actually shaped. It feels like a car, you know, it feels like an actual car. And I think that's really cool. You also do have the main gimmick, which, let's just go through that right away. This does kind of transform to an extent, but it's definitely not a transformation. It's more or less just a gimmick. So essentially what you do here is you come to the back and you're going to want to flip down this thing all the way as it falls apart on me, all the way down like that, just so that's a little bit open. Then what you want to do is you want to grab the spoiler and pull that down. That will cause the entire car to lower and essentially take the center of the car, press that more towards the ground, and take the wheels off the ground entirely. None of the 4 tires are connecting with the ground anymore, and that causes some room for spinning. That's right, this entire car is just one giant glorified spinner. Yeah. The entire car is essentially just spinning on these couple of things, which are those new Dragon energy cores. And as you can see, those are very loose inside that socket there. There's one on either side, and when the car is raised like that, the entire car is just kind of resting on those energy cores, causing for some side-to-side movement and, again, spinning. If you really wanted to, you could bring in some of your Imperium guys, knock those guys down if you want. Like I said, though, my desk doesn't really have that much room on it, so it's kind of hard for me to do that specifically, but that's the main gimmick of this set. The entire car is just a giant spinner, and when you're done, you can push the spoiler forward. Those wheels will now reconnect with the ground. You can put this thing back up, and now you're good to go. More roly-roly action. That's pretty cool, but no more side-to-side. Well, you can get some side-to-side if you're on like a flat surface, but it's definitely a lot harder to do from the back, for example, because of those rubber tires, but once you again do all this stuff, now you can get some of that side-to-side action a little bit more easier. And I think that transformation is fun. It's very simple. It's not the most complicated thing in the world, but it's very effective in what it's trying to do. Like I said, the car does roll really well as well when you want it to roll. My only problem with the rolling, I really wish these front tires were also rubber. I'm not sure why the back tires are. The back tires are your authentic rubber Lego tires, but the front wheels are just kind of, you know, hard plastic. I don't know why they made that choice. Maybe it's to allow for easier spinning. That definitely does have a loose connection right there with the ground. It's not as tight as the rubber would be, especially on like hardwood like this. So maybe that's why. I just think it's a little bit more inconsistent, if I'm being honest. That's honestly my only real gripe with this set, despite the fact that it's just promoting a gimmick. I don't like how these front tires are not rubber. Again, just kind of inconsistent. But overall, I gotta say, this car surprised me a lot, actually. I like this car a lot. I've kind of been doing the transformation thing playing over and over again throughout the past couple of days. I actually really enjoy it. It's definitely not a bad car, even though this set is just meant to promote, again, the new gimmick for this wave, that of course being the Dragon Core spinner thing. I think it does that job rather well, and it makes it its own. The entire car becoming a spinner is just genius in my opinion, and it certainly doesn't look bad either. Again, my only problem is just those tires in the front, but that's something that I can always change. Overall, guys, this car isn't too bad. I like it a lot, and I'm kind of surprised by this one, to be honest. I really wasn't expecting this one to be anything super great, but after building it, after playing with it for a while, I gotta say, it actually is a lot of fun, and I think it is worth getting if you're a fan of Zane. And really quick, here we have the extra pieces, the instruction manual, and the spent sticker sheet. So, Zane's Dragon Power Spinjitzu race car. Kind of a fun set. I wasn't expecting myself to love this set as much as I did, but it is a nice little play set with some decent collectible value as well, so in my opinion, this set has something for everybody. Certainly not a bad set, not by a long shot, just has a couple of minor things that I would personally change, which I can change because it's Lego. But overall, yeah, not a bad set, pretty fair for the price I'd say too, so overall the value here isn't too shabby. Would totally recommend grabbing this if you are a fan of Zane, or if you want to check out the new Spinjitzu gimmick without getting any of those smaller spinners. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. That'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. Leave a comment down below discussing what you think about this set, and what did you think of my review. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's video, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.